Okay, sitting tall, arms comfortable. Gently into the back of the chair if you have one. And just become aware of your breath. Noticing the inhale. Noticing your exhale. Notice how the breath moves your spine. And then with your next exhale, slowly lowering your chin down towards your chest, using the full length of your breath to get there. And then as you inhale, slowly lifting your head back up to center. And again, exhale, slowly lowering your chin to your chest. And inhale back up. So 2 more times like that. And then with your next exhale, chin to chest, and then slowly round your spine forward. And then as you inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest, and slowly come back up. And again, exhale, chin to chest first, then slowly allow your spine to round forward. As you inhale, extend your spine, lift your chest, straighten it out. Head stays a natural extension of your spine, and then slowly back up. So 2 more like this. Just checking in as we go. How far down your spine do you feel something? Do you have spots where you feel stiffness? And as you repeat this, does the spine range of motion change? Does how it moves change? And then check in, see how you feel. Long spine. Come back to the awareness of the breath and bring your arms down by your sides. And as you're sitting here breathing, really focus on feeling the quality of inhale and expand. And then exhale and draw back in. Inhale and expand. Exhale, draw back in. So this time as you inhale, excuse me, arms go up to the ceiling. Again, feel that expansion happening. Keep it going. And then as you exhale, slowly float back down. That much again. Inhale. Breath starts, the rib cage expands, the arms float. And then as you exhale, slowly lowering yourself all the way down. And then we have 2 times that the arms going as far overhead as you're comfortable. And see what you can do to make this as effortless as possible. And then hands on your thighs when you're done. Check in. See how you feel. And then slowly, please come to standing. So arms are going to go out wide. Or sorry, legs out wide and straddle. Shoulder blades down and in. Again, feel the lift and the length of your spine. Think about tailbone tucks under a little bit and you lift your ribs away from your hips. And then turning your right toes to the right. Make sure your hips stay square to the front. So if you need to bring that right foot forward toward the front edge of your mat, you're welcome to. On inhale, the arms float up to the horizon. You're going to look over the middle finger on that right hand. And as you exhale, slowly drop into warrior two, keeping the pelvis level. So you're going to feel a stretch through the inner thighs. As you inhale, float the arms back up, torso up, legs straighten. And as you exhale, slowly float those arms back down to parallel to the ground, looking over that middle finger. And then inhale, slowly float back up. We've got two more like this. Inhale, slowly floating up. Exhale. Inhale, up. This time, exhale, go ahead and come down one more time. And at the very end, you're going to drop that lead arm down. And think about nice long spine. You're lifting the rib cage up. Pelvis is still relatively level. It's got a little tip to it now. But you're starting to feel an opening through this left side. On the next inhale, that left arm goes up and overhead. Turn and rotate your head to look at the elbow. As you exhale, slowly rotate the arm back and behind. Again, inhale, long through the spine, lift the ribs up. Exhale, rotate. Two more, just like this. Think about strong legs, long spine. Last one here. And then slowly up to the ceiling. Toes forward. And again, check in, see how you feel. Notice what's going on. Notice how right and left are different. And then we're going to turn your left toes toward the left. And again, keeping those hips square to the front, so bring that foot toward the front edge of your mat if you need to. Arms go up to the horizon. And as you exhale, slowly lunging into warrior two. So the pelvis stays level, the spine stays straight up. As you inhale, slowly come back to center, head center, arms to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly drop down into warrior two. And then inhale and slowly float up. You got two more times. Feel your breath guiding you. Last time, inhale, those arms go up. As you exhale, slowly lunge into warrior two, and then slowly drop that lead arm down. And again, think about lifting through the low back. Hips are still relatively square, but this hip's coming up just a little bit. On the next inhale, that right arm goes up and overhead. Reach long, reach tall. As you exhale, the arm goes back and behind. Inhale, slowly sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, slowly back and behind. We got two more here. So working through the neck, trying to open up the low back, open up the hips. One more. Inhale up. And as you exhale, come back to center. Toes forward. And again, check in, see how you feel. From here, on exhale, slowly release down to forward fold, fingertips on the ground. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing better. All right, so from here, inhale, weight your hands. You're going to bend your knees, drop your hips, and then as you exhale, you're slowly going to straighten your legs. You're going to round your low back a little bit more. Inhale, slowly straighten the spine, drop the hips, bend the knees. Exhale and reverse it. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. All right, so bring that left hand into center. Right hand goes into the small of the back. And I want you to bend the knees as much as you need so that you feel like your spine is relatively straight. And if you need to bring your hand to the thigh instead for that comfort level, you're welcome to. From here, on exhale, you're slowly going to rotate your rib cage to the right. Inhale, expand yourself back to center. Exhale, rotate your rib cage to the right. Inhale, back to center. So you're only going to the right with this. That left hand is even pushing to the left a little bit. Last one right here. And then slowly inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest all the way up. Check in for a breath or two. Again, notice right and left, they should feel a little bit different. And then please bring yourself back down again. Right hand goes in center, left hand goes in the small of the back. Again, bend the knees as you need to get that spine straight, or that hand can come to your thigh. From here, take an inhale, long spine. As you exhale, gently pushing that right hand out, turning your rib cage to the left, and then inhale, allowing yourself to come back to center. Again, exhale, push the hand out, turn the ribs left, slowly back to center. Got a couple more. Last one. And then slowly, both hands on your thighs, tuck your tailbone, roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time. Checking in to see how that feels. And then step both feet together. Check in, see how you feel. Close your eyes and notice. All right, we're going to do one more balance. So we're going to come into tree before we go into our meditation. So all the weight goes on your right foot, toe in with your left. And think about lifting up and out of that pelvic bowl. So ribs are down in front, but the whole rib cage lifts vertically. So toe can stay on the ground, the foot can go to your shin. What works best for you? Arms low and wide. From here, take an inhale. You're going to allow this knee to open out to the side, but the pelvis stays still. And as you exhale, core engages, stay lifted. You're pulling back to center. Inhale, that knee opens out to the side. As you exhale, stay lifted and engage. Two more times with movement. So really think about torso stability. So you're getting that femur to turn in that socket. One more time. And this time we're going to go and we're going to keep that knee open for 4 breaths. So if you want to challenge your balance, you're welcome to slide that foot up, but you can keep that big toe on the ground. So think about long inhale, and on the exhale, really draw up and in. That's where your stability comes from, is this engagement through here. And when your 4 breaths are complete, slowly releasing back to both feet. Check in, right to left. Notice how you feel. And then we will do the same thing on the other leg. So all the weight goes on the right, left. Lift up, core engaged. Again, these obliques do the stabilization. You're toeing in. As always, you're welcome to put that toe up. Arms serve your balance. As you inhale, staying lifted and long. Out of those hips, you're going to rotate this knee out. And as you exhale, slowly come back in. Again, only go the range of motion that you're comfortable with here. And again, how much of that toe you have down entirely depends on what's going on today. One more. And then we're going to go and we're going to keep that knee open for 4 breaths. So inhale and open. And again, stay here if you'd like. You can lift that foot if you'd like. Deepen the breath, in particular your exhale. When your 4 breaths here are done, slowly coming back to Samastiti, checking in. And then if you want to sit for this meditation, feel free to sit. If you want to stay standing, you're welcome to stand. So make sure both feet are nice and flat on the ground and you're really aware of that connection of what's going on down. Spine is long. It may be up against the back of the chair depending on how it's built. But again, think about staying engaged, staying lengthened, arms wherever is most comfortable. Closing your eyes for a moment and coming into your breath. Go back to your awareness of it. And see how it's different from when we started. And then become aware of how the breath moves the spine. And then bringing your awareness down to the tip of your spine, so down to the tip of your sacrum, that little spot called the coccyx. If you had a tail, your tail would be coming out here. So you may not actually have weight on it, depending on how it's built, but visualize it, and it's all coming to a point down at the very bottom that typically curls in a little bit. And then slowly begin to fill it with light. So that that whole coccyx, the tip of your tailbone just begins to glow. Noticing the details of this glow. What's its color? Does it have temperature? Does it have vibration or sound? Just noticing. And then beginning to move your awareness up into that middle pelvis, still on the spine. So you're on your sacrum, this V-shaped bone at the base of your spine. So the very tip of it was the coccyx, and now you're starting to move up. So this is where those pelvic bones come in and start to attach, and the muscular attachments start. So feel this V-shaped bone at the base of your spine filling up with that light. Allow it to continue to fill. You think that pelvis is all the way full, that sacrum is full. Check in with your feet and how do they feel? Check in with the crown of your head. How does it feel? This energy that you're using, this light that you're using to fill the spine, is it coming from the earth? Is it coming from the universe? Or is it coming truly from within? And then beginning to let that energy, that color, that vibration fill the spine and continue up into your low back area. So the space between the pelvis and the ribs. And again, just allow it to fill. Is it balanced right to left? Does it feel different than the lower part of the spine, the sacrum, the coccyx? Does it have a different color, different vibration? Any of those characteristics that you found? Maybe it has a new one. And notice how your lower body feels as you give energy to your spine. And then continuing to fill the spine with energy, moving up into your thoracic spine, into the rib cage area. From that mid-back all the way up to the base of your neck. Allowing the energy to slowly fill. And again, noticing what you feel, what you sense from that area of your spine. Is it the same or different from the other parts we've already touched? Again, there's no right, there's no wrong. This is just what it is today. As it fills up, notice your breathing. Notice the rest of your torso. How does it feel? And then allowing the energy to continue to fill upward through the neck. The base of the neck up to where it meets the skull. What's happened to the size of this energy that you're working with? Has it stayed the same as you've gone up? So the physical spine gets smaller as you go to the top. Does the energetic spine? Again, no right, no wrong, it just is. And what's the color feel like? Is there sound? Is there temperature, vibration, texture? And then finally allowing your brain, your skull to fill. And again, what do you notice? What do you notice in your body as you continue to give your brain energy? Notice what the skull feels like. Are there any areas where it feels like it's compressed? And if there are, can you use that energy that you're drawing in and filling with to expand? Feel that skull expand. And then gently drawing your awareness, once you've filled the brain, the skull, back down to your feet. What do you notice? bringing that awareness back up and out the top of the head. And again, what do you notice above you? How is your connection with the earth and the universe feeling? And then slowly with the next exhale, chin to chest, allow yourself to roll down. And check in here for a few breaths. Let everything relax. Let your tension go. And then slowly, please bring yourself onto the ground, into Shavasana, into rest. So if you can just do it in front of your chair, that's great. If you need to move the chair, that's fine. And again, noticing, checking in, what position would feel comfortable for you to allow everything to relax. So using this time to allow your body to process what we did both through asana and through meditation. Notice if you feel any shifting. Could be physical, could be energetic. Allowing your breath to be effortless. And your mind to be quiet. And then gently begin to deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Gently wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. And gently rock your head side to side. Over the next few breaths, feel free to stretch your limbs about and end up rolling onto whichever side is most comfortable for you. And then bring yourself to whatever seated position is most comfortable. Again, checking in for a few breaths. Just see how you feel. See what's going on. What's changed. And then bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra. And I thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Om Shanti. Namaste.